Hello everybody, and here we go. Welcome to episode 12 of the Spotter's Guide. As you can see in a second here, we are in spring. It is April. It is blooming. So it is the perfect time to start doing some planting. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Got a pretty full server right now with some people on. Dunk just left, I guess. But I've been working a little bit on the mushroom farm. It's it's not been pretty. I need to do something different with it though. I read some more rules on the mushroom spawning. They can only have 5 of their type within like a 9x9 block area, so like what, 4 off each side? Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different rules. I'm right underneath the river here. So this might end up being made into a storage room or a storage place of some kind. I started tapping some blocks down here, so I figured that this would probably connect over to the other location. Ooh, I should check block light levels. Yeah, let me stick a torch down there for now. So the staircase for the basement here probably connect over to there and just use that as a general storage area, and I'll move my mushroom farm elsewhere. This is another update change, is I redid how I have the dock done, is I put in all the little slabs and such, and then I moved these off to the side to give me more of a nice little flat dock area. Oh, update to the texture pack. Captain Slowpoke took some of the advice that I gave him and put out for a test a toned down, contrasty wise, of the wood, and I have to say I like that. Look at that. Excuse me. That just looks really, really nice. Yeah. Oh, rain. And nighttime. Anywho, so, spring. I want to check out the orchard because if it's grown like this tree, it's going to be pretty freaking awesome. Come back here. And just got done. I was cooking some dinner and I was cooking some glass at the same time. So I just got done with that. Going to put these back in here for now. Firelight cobblestone? Why does that look like granite? I don't know. Time to take the gems to the gem chest. Yep. Chip topaz. Oh, I'll show you why I've been getting all this stuff as well. Ooh, quartzite rock. Where did I get quartzite rock? Yes, it's not. It's got to be down there somewhere. Anywho, okay, hold on a second. I was momentarily distracted. So 3 and 3. Going to need some new chests, but for now I'm just going to usurp one of these in here. Oh, I already usurped that one. So we'll get rid of all this. Keep the gunpowder because that goes in a different chest. Same with that. Firelight. Need to make some tools. Bilbo had some trouble earlier dealing with some creatures in a very deep pond, and we went to help him out, but I gave him my my mace and my pick to try and, you know, go and get restarted and such. I've also filled this in a bit, but since then we ran into a ton of monsters. Let me show you that. Is down in the mine. I've been looking to see what else is down here. So far it's mostly been bituminous coal, but as you can see I found a medium sphalerite hit there. So we might have some junk metals to deal with in not too far future. But I believe I showed this off last time. Is a nice big ravine down here. I went all the way that way, went all the way that way. Pro pick gave me a whole bunch of nothings. So, nothing too exciting in that one. If we go down to the limestone layer down here, it's about 40-ish, yeah, there we go. Started digging some stuff down here, that's where we found the sphalerite. But over here ended up being another another ravine. And once again, lots of nothings of interest down here. So, a little disappointed. I was hoping that, you know, maybe this would make finding some metals a little easier, and that I wouldn't have to travel that far. You know, it's right underneath my house. But so far that hasn't been the case. I've just got one last thing to show down here. Left turn. Yeah. Make it a little bit easier getting back out doing this. This is where, oops, up we go, up we go. This is where my mace went. This is actually the bottom of the upper ravine that we were looking at, so I'm looking forward to exploring that. Yeah, maybe I'll get some pro pick hits down there and such. So all is not forlorn and forgotten as of yet. Oh, I forget there's two ways out of here. That's the way I went in. There's the way I can come back. But it's kind of like a little mob spawner up there right now, with everything just kind of sitting there at the bottom of the ravine there. So, might be a good place to go and try and find some vanilla iron, as we are still trying to get the pistons working. Oops, up the stairs. So we'll need some actually iron bars for that, as opposed to iron ingots. I'm still on the fence about exchanging some TF Craft diamonds for some vanilla diamonds. I know I can enable like a base recipe that will do that for me, but it might just be easier to, instead of adding in everything else as well, it might just be easier to actually go and just, you know, go into creative mode real quick and get rid of two perfect TF Craft diamonds in exchange for those ones, the vanilla ones. Wanted to get rid of that and that. Dirt goes here. Yep. Oh, except for one piece. So I'm going to focus mostly on the grains, things that will give me back seeds. So there's the wheat grain, there's the other wild wheat grain. Probably going to need some torches, so I'll take that and refresh my stack down there. Plum, peach, wheat. I'm doing pretty good for food right now. Going to expand the farm a bit. Oh, that's what this episode is going to be mostly focusing about, is planting and stuff like that. Getting the seeds out there, and then trying to guess at how long it takes to go and grow them. But need the food, and I'm pretty sure. Go to grain. Nope. I thought that was how you made bread. So that's how you make bread now, is I need wheat grain, not wild wheat grain. So I'm not sure if we'll be growing any wild wheat, but what I'm going to do right now is change all of that into wheat seeds. And all I have are wild wheat seeds. I know I have some wheat seeds down here. Wheat was one of the most common things I'd found. If I can... barley, wild wheat seeds, there we go. Wild barley, wild rye, wild maize. It's grain, right? Yeah, it's grain. Oh, a hoe. We're gonna need a hoe. Should have plenty of rock here. So leave the two on the bottom. Go across the top. And that sucked. Alright, do that again, this time not waste it. I shall grab my reward. No, there's my stack of stone. So I know I usually keep a little something on me for just such an occasion. So, 1, 2... 1, 2... Have to remember that I don't actually have a weapon, so I'll put my axe over there. Since I can't make bread out of the wild wheat, I am not interested in planting it anymore. Let me finish off these loaves here, though. So I'll have a little something extra to go on once I'm done with these pork chops. That way I can move around a bit more freely. Perfect timing with the sun coming up. So I also did a little bit of work around here. This is now a flat continuous path. Still not the final deal and still not connected to the actual farm area, but at least it's here. So we're going to take this back up. I'll move the signs a little later since they don't stack. There we go. So I have 13 wheat seeds that I want to plant. And I want to do it in a way that's going to be just starting to look like a field. So actually, let's detorch this so I can see what I'm dealing with a little bit easier. And I'm still going to keep the signs up because it's still hard to tell which one's which. And I do want to kind of plant everything somewhat in the same area and such. And then we get to go check out what's up with our... Ooh, you can see the edge. Looks like they are growing. Looks like the orchard is doing fine. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would actually be 13 right there. There we go. There's our wheat. Can I get some sheep for wheat? So I'll be back with the gates a little later. I do want kind of a path here too. Maybe I shouldn't have planted that there. Now I'll do the bridge right along the side here, so that'll work out pretty well. Let's take this back down though. It looks really weird. You know, if it's going to stick off anyways, I'll give it its own little base. Set up some torches on the end here. And around the gate. And there we go. We have our first little wheat farm. And I know exactly where that extra piece of dirt is going to go. This has always been a problem. This won't turn back to grass. It takes considerable amounts more effort to actually dig it up for some reason, when technically you tilt the soil to make it more loose. I don't know. But here is a quick and simple solution. So this will require the the number of fences, and I think that this will work with other things that you place on it. I know when I had mentioned fences to people, they had found other stuff as well, but this is the one that I remember. So this will let the grass grow again. Nope, looks like it's clearing up. So next thing we have to plant, just a couple of these, which kind of sucks, is, nope, not those. Wild rice seeds and maize. Can we actually eat these things, I wonder? Is it even worth planting them? Alright, well, I will... Alright, assuming that I can get seeds and such for these, let's repurpose this place over here. Alright, bread with any grain. This is corn. Have some rice. And I'll put down the wheat, you know, why not? Heading back to get some other seeds. Might as well plant as much as I can. It's going to be a little bit annoying with the textures and such not updating properly. But I really can't do much about that. So there's some more wild maize. Tomatoes we'll take. Potatoes. Let me see. Yep, I can eat a potato. Tomato. Anything I can do with that? Probably just eat it. It won't let me. I was unable to throw it, clearly. So I got a couple of tomato seeds. Barley, wild oats, why not? Wild rye. Let me go check the wiki at the vegetation or the agriculture page, I believe. There it is, agriculture. So seeds to plants. Cycle type of A. I wonder what that means. 3 separate nutrient groups, A, B, and C, so okay. Not a classification that's more than useful right now, or that's not useful right now. So rye should go into bread, oat, rice, and wheat, and barley. So we got some barley. These are wild though, so barley, there we go. I think that's all we're going to get. Wild wheat. Red apple, ash, plum, and a peach. Should probably at least go plant those just so they're growing somewhere. Sploosh! Why am I buoyant all of a sudden? That's what I was checking. This is odd. I don't remember that happening, and yeah, it's not like I was standing before. Alright, so wild maize. Now let's stay away from the wild stuff. We'll just go with the normal. Except for potatoes. I have a good feeling about potatoes. Potatoes. Wow, and that's what the tomatoes are supposed to look like when you plant them. Nice big tall sprouts, and these are vine tomatoes, I guess. So they'll go up the poles there, the supporting poles. And barley. Oh crap, I forgot what these were. Yep. Probably barley was here, and I put the rice down there somewhere. Wow, those wild maize. So before I forget anything else, do potato. And some tomato. It's at least partially right. So let's... Oops, that was not the right spot. I guess I was targeting the side of the plant there. Oops. There we go. Make this farm a little smaller. And for this one, meh. That'll just have to be the price of potatoes, I suppose. And it doesn't have a center, does it? It's 4 by 3. So now I just need the gates and something to do with all of these signs. No, excuse me. Done. Done. Didn't end up needing the hose as much as I thought I was going to. Nighttime, perfect time to go off and explore a somewhat lit orchard. So we'll be collecting materials to do the road sometime in the near future. Ooh, look at this. We are going to have a nice harvest of apples this... Oh, oh, no weapon, no weapon, no anything. I had forgotten I moved all those up. Don't want those, don't want those. Torches. Oop, oh, oh. Ha. I was afraid of experience. Story of my life. Alright, so we have quite a large first season set of trees. So right now they all have this little gap running down between them. That's because they haven't grown any branches outwards yet. I think they have to reach another height level, like up there, before they'll actually do that. Oh, here we go. This one's grown up. Maybe we'll get some branches on this one. So very nice to see how these things are growing so far. Really looking forward to this orchard starting to take off and such. What I think I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to take down this with a steel shovel. This should be pretty nice. I'm thinking, you know, oop, whoa, didn't see that. I had a sinking feeling for a moment. So I'm thinking of making some sort of a little balcony place over here. You know, you walk through the apple orchard, and you can get over here to have a nice view of the lower farm. Since this is what Minecraft is about after all, is crafting and mining, or in this case, digging. Let's uncrowd the apple tree a little. So we want to leave the sequoia. A little more uncrowding. I before E except after C. Where's I before E? Anyways, dig through the ceiling last night. Yeah, our huge find of a magnetite mine ended up not being all that huge. Here we go. No floating dirt. No floating torch. Use up a bit more of our pick. Kind of make this look a little more natural here. So I got a nice wall on that side. We'll go there. And I think we'll extend it out one more. And I should have more than enough dirt in the chest behind me to be able to do this. Oops. Yeah, good enough. Smooth diorite, or raw diorite, oops, whichever. There we go, dirt. Oh! Oh! Yay, my zinc saw, I thought I missed you! Or I thought I lost you, I know I missed you. Never been so happy to see that thing in my life. So there we go, we got a nice little kind of like path over this way. For now we'll just put some torches down. Did I take those saplings with me? I didn't. So this will give us a nice little, like, you know, overview, lookout area maybe build a bit of a ledge deck off of it, get a little fence post that goes out a little bit. Some neat little design work that can be done in there when all is said and done. And I'm going to cannibalize some of this. I made more of these than I needed. At least for this location. That's full enough. Oh! Chisel. Chipped opal, amethyst, diorite, andesite, diorite, willow plank. And here's a lot of wood that I could use for either more crafting or a charcoal pit. So let's get those other saplings. Let's find a place to get them to grow. I'm not sure the orchard here is that place, but you never know. Yeah, I'll leave these here as a placeholder for now. And I'll even... Oops. I hear you, zombie. Nope. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I have no idea what he's going on about. I'm not really sure I want to know what he's going on about. Alright, so yes, sorry. Distractions. Let's head back, get those fruit tree saplings. Also need to use a crafting bay. He will be garden. Also have to use a crafting bench and make 3 fence post gate thingies. Have no wood on me apparently. Can solve that. There's one. And I'll need a couple more sticks. Should have them... I don't know why I checked the nether box. I know it's the nether box. There's never anything but nether stuff in the nether box. Dirt. Dirt. I believe that chest had a broken hoe in it. There we go. Put them back there. So the next thing on my to-do list is... Oh, it's a fire starter. That's 4 there. Put those planks back. There's the hoe. Okay. So I'll keep my prospector's pick on me just in case. Stone hose can go over there. Dirt chest is looking pretty full, so dirt can go there. I'm not letting that saw out of my sight. I shall see my saw every chance I get. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Way more than enough torches now. But next thing on my list is to start getting a steel anvil. And for that, I have to melt down all that magnetite, and for that, I am going to need a significant amount of clay molds, which I do not have any of. What am I standing here looking for? Apparently nothing. Alright, time to let them out of my sight. Tool chest. Put them in the tool chest. Because I almost lost it again. There we go. So, we will need, got a shovel, we will need that, got some food. I'm actually going to leave the mushrooms here. As of right now, I think I have enough stacking food that I don't need them. So, creature crap over in this corner. Viable food in that corner. Ooh. 7. There we go. A little bit more armor, don't mind if I do. The willow can go with the non-creature crap. So, wood up there. Yeah. Bit more storage. I'm still 2 away from everything. Now to find clay. This is going to be one of the more interesting areas, as I know I've ran past clay so many times. Not right here, though. Is that clay on the far side there? Yay, clay! And I have quite a bit of dirt that I would be able to put this all back with. Four and a half stacks of clay, that will be a ton of molds. Swim and eat with some pork chops. Can honestly say that's not something I've actually ever tried to really do. And up we go. Here we go. Do do do. Thump, thump. Look at all that. 4 stacks of, well, 3 stacks and a little bit of clay molds. I like how it's keeping all the red all the way through. I should have expected that, but I did not. So let's load this thing up. Load this one up as well. Oops. And we'll just get them cooking. Ta-da! Ta-da! And while they're cooking, because I do believe they take a little bit of time, fill that up again. I was going to put those out there, and I didn't because I am a moron. But we'll also work on finishing off this charcoal pit here, and see if we can't get that cooking. As the more smelting we do, the more of that we will need. So I've had, until today, or until maybe yesterday I guess, I have never had a creeper fall out of a willow tree on me. And now I've had 3 of them, and it's making me a little paranoid. Just a bit. Alright, so got some sticks, got some of that. Where's the axe? Ah, that's why I couldn't find it. It's down below. Because it is currently also my weapon. There we go. So I know those molds are probably done by now. Ooh, tree's filling out. It's got that side done. Oh, people. Yeah, I see you, Kenta. Yeah.
Small jet.
So he was distracting me from these. Look at that. I wasted some coal. Whatever will we do? We're so low on charcoal. Let them cook. Put some willow. It puts the willow in the pit. 1. Come on. Come on. There we go. Believe those noises are coming from up above. And I should probably be careful when I exit this place. Ow. See? See? Yeah. I knew there was going to be something hunting me out here. But luckily I also knew there was going to be a willow tree ready to go, since I happen to already have a sapling from the last one. See, I don't mind the vines getting over the edges and stuff like that, but when they're just floating in the air, they bug me. Alright, even when they're floating over water, they bug me. I should also replant some of my sugarcane while we're at this. Let me go swap over the molds. Oops. That's not right. And then over here... Did I finish filling it? Yeah. Wow. No willow tree. I don't know what to do. Probably should go fishing or something. So we're up to 40 ceramic molds. I'd really like to finish off that fire pit, but maybe I should just light it as is for now. Oh, more willow. I did not even see it there. One, two, 6 more for that stack. Oops. That's where I could go grab the oak and stuff like that from where, the orchard. But I don't. I got a brown mushroom that should go back into the ground, or into the box. And let me just check on my charcoal status here. "36 pieces of charcoal, way more than 36 pieces of hematite." Check down. Toolbox, yay, charcoal. 6, 7, 8, 9. And just for good measure, fill it up. Couple extra on the top. Oops. Couple extra on the top. Unshaped pig iron will be the first thing out. Put that there. And we're on to stack 2 of these ceramic molds. Keep on clicking it one more time. Don't know why. At least I didn't swallow a fly. Old charcoal. Get some bellow action going. Be neat if there's a way to make that like animate and flame up more. Yeah, look at it go. Should be a little bit higher than that. Or am I thinking of the forge? Probably thinking of the forge. Oh, is that where I put it? Really? So, where's the coal? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still has enough charcoal. However, let's simplify my inventory a little. There, so that's how much charcoal I actually have. Put those up there. I am thinking we would see an output pretty soon. And we'll get ready with the unshaped platinum as well. Oops, forgot about the molds. Coal. No, 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 you stay hot. Did I put coal or charcoal up there? Apparently charcoal. Whoa! Alright, I think it just outputted. Yeah. I guessed right. The numbers didn't make sense. Alright, let's get going with another batch. Polish it off with a bit of charcoal. See what our numbers look like. Oh yeah, need a lot of charcoal. There we go. Yep, 76, 72, perfect. Keep the temperature going. Don't need the full. Nope, molds. So we're doing pretty good on those. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I emptied the right-hand side this time. Oops, nope. You get in there, you heat up. And I will be making an anvil today, but that means we have to take one last smithing trip over to Kenta's place and use his anvil to make our anvil, which will rest right there. Hopefully I can keep this going without getting into that mixed up state I usually do when trying to bloom a multi-metal ore. They put coal, right? Yeah, good. Wait a second. Actually, I didn't get it in the nick of time. Do you see that? 9, 7, 5, 3. Now that should then give me one of those. There we go. Nice. And I won't have any room. Let's put the pig iron back in. One, two. Try doing it that way this time around. +16 and 16 +1. And I think it just consumed the +1. So we're ready with the iron, got that in place, back to the molds. Full stack of iron, or full chest of iron I mean. Might as well take that and that, put them in the specialty box. Which just means ones I don't have a lot of yet. Back up to temperature. Up, up, up. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Let's go drop some more coal on it. Come on. You know you want another piece of coal. Still 76. And it just ate the other piece of coal. Notice when it eats the other piece of coal, though, it eats both of them when it shouldn't, instead of just one at a time. Jumps up to 81 for a moment. Probably a way to exploit that, but when you're dealing with metal that took you so long to get, you generally just don't feel like experimenting with it. Looks like Kenta might be using his forge. Here we go. Nope, I was gonna say we should be getting close, and then I just saw that there is output. There we go. One. And I am shift clicking these. After we did that huge push to figure out all the ins and outs of getting the molds and stuff out of the forest, or out of the fire pit. I am more secure in my understanding of how the how that works. So now I don't need those there. I am now more comfortable with doing this, since I know that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the topper. There we go. Let's get the temperature back up. Oop, molds. Charcoal. Or just coal there. Coal. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we now have 2 complete things of platinum. Almost 2 double chests worth of iron ingots, or unshaped pig iron. Which, you know, equivalent of iron ingots. Also equivalent of steel, I suppose. Yeah, it's nice. Oops. Yep. Need to put another in the topper. What? It output, didn't it? Oh. Why did I... Now it's just messing with me. Should be very close to output time. Then we'll bring a double chest of the wrought iron, or the pig iron. Actually, we'll bring a lot of the pig iron over. Wonder if I could use the metallurgy table to stack them. So that was a partial. Cool. Partial can go back in. That's not really there. That's not really there. And I actually need more charcoal. Let's get 1, 2. Actually going to try it. Why not? We'll put in 2 extra pieces of charcoal. Oh, and it left them behind. Nice. And we'll leave that. Oh, yeah. There, finally. Cool. Bring the temperature back up. So that'll actually make things a little easier doing it that way. Just drop 4 things in instead of all of them. And I didn't reload the other one. Well, that's 2 double chests filled with iron. Where am I going to start putting it now? Almost a full thing of platinum there. Yep. I forgot. It can actually hold that one more. Output. Oh, this is going to be a close one here. Not enough room. Put the partial back in. And another platinum over there. So 1, 2. Oops. So magnetite, magnetite, charcoal, charcoal. Extra one on the top. Nice, there we go. But that did fill that up, didn't it? Alright, into the basement we go. No mushrooms. So, temporary chest location, and I forgot about the molds again, didn't I? Nope. Charcoal, come back. Almost done with them. Let's take this out. Put it in here. With a couple extra things that I don't want to have in my inventory anymore. Oops, that one. I hear you knocking, guy. think that is the end of the coal that I'll be putting in the furnace, or the forge. Go, gadget temperature up. And I'm holding on to something for that chest. It's going along nicely. I feel like a chicken with my head cut off running around like this though. Oops. Why not? Nope.
Maybe to show your allegiance to the kingdoms. Or would they be like close in kingdoms? Snowy weather.
5, 4, 3, 2. Now see, that should have been a full one, but it only gave me... It adds in both numbers, I guess. So that's why the math is seems to be messing with me. Yeah, you're getting what you deserve, skeletons. Harping outside my door all night. Can't tell how hot the sand's getting. Hopefully it's hot enough. Oop. Yeah, forgot. Don't let it go out. Don't let it go out. Let's get another 2 of them. Throw in the magnetite first. Whoa. That's odd. Busy. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah. People wonder how axe murders happen. Alright, so I think I still have like another double chest of this stuff to go. Yeah, this is a lot of magnetite. I think this will be good enough for now though, because my chests downstairs are pretty full. Fill this main one back up again. Do 1. So I believe I need 6. Put that one there. Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
Oh. There's some fun eagle. Oh, never mind.
I don't know, maybe it won't actually produce enough heat to convert the sand over without having a piece of charcoal below it. Not my primary focus though. So I think this will be the check on the... Yep, cool. partial? No, one more full. Nice. And a little partial. A little bit more of that. Put that back in there.